Welcome to Caching Waves. This is an Elliott wave update for SEI. Now, one thing to note about this coin is it does make very erratic waves. I've had to double and triple check rules just to make sure things are valid. But this is the best count I have on the 4 hour. And I'm just going to go over that and then talk about the smaller time frames. First is we have a wave 1, 2, 3, very long 4 as a very long triangle, and then just a little pip up for our 5th wave. It's the only way that this count works that I can see. And it's important to note too, we didn't hit standard extension targets, although we didn't break any rules or guidelines. It was just very impulsive first wave and very drawn out triangle. So this is how I have it. It's a larger 1 and 2. So expecting new all-time highs in the future. Now, after our 5-wave move, we're looking for a 3-wave correction down to between the 382 and the 618 retracement of the entire 5-wave move. You can see we came down and ticked through the 618 right at the golden zone. So I do consider this correction complete. Had this as a WXY with an X-wave triangle, ABC to finish. Now let's go down to the smaller time frames. We're going to talk about the pivot low and how I have this mapped out. SEI makes to make very nasty waves. So in order for this count to stay bullish, we need to hold above 24.07 cents. Otherwise, this count is incorrect, and we're going to make further downside. Now, important to note, this wave is very ugly as well, just like the first wave up on the larger time frame. It all does work, but very ugly. You can see our 1, 2, 1, 2, not a very extended 3, 4, 5 waves up for our 3rd, very shy 4th wave, and finally our 5th wave to complete another larger degree wave 1. Now, important to note, there's no overlap here between wave 1 and 4. Also, our 4th wave within the 3rd wave in blue there hit the minimum requirement, which was a 236, so as shy as we want to see that. Our 5th wave target, take the length of wave 1 off of wave 4. We're looking for the 1-to-1, hit that. So it does look like this is the accurate count. Also, when you put on our parallel channel 2 to 4, we look for it to touch either off the 1 or the 3. You can see we touched if we extend it off the wave 1. So it does work as an impulse. It's just very, very ugly, as you can see. Alternatively, if we do come down and make new lows, I would have to call this a complex correction, right? WXY, like so. In that case, did we hit a 1-to-1? Just shy of a 1-to-1 in that case, or this is a 3-3-3. But you can see it's ugly, but it does work as an impulse. It's not breaking any rules or any rules. It is breaking guidelines, but no rules, which is the important thing. So we have to say, if this is bullish, how is it likely to finish? So we want to hold first between our 382 and 786 for our wave 2. I extended our wave time. We'd like to finish in time the extension of wave 1 between a 618 and a 1-to-1. That's just a guideline. That's ideal. And we want to make a 3-wave move. So the way I see this currently is a WXY, double zigzag. So I went deep into this count. This is a 5-wave move. If you go down, just a very short 4th, no overlap. So it's an A, B, most likely diagonal here, A, B, C. So it's our W wave. Have this as a triangle, A, B, C, D, E. And we have an A wave down, working on our B wave, looking for our final C wave. At this point, I would be interested in a long. And I'm only risking, whenever that pivot is, say we pivot, I'll probably start buying here, and I'm only risking this much risk because my stop will go at this low, at 24, this low, 24.07 cents. and my target is all-time highs. So very, very good risk reward, as you can see. Depending what kind of pattern we get, I can even get a tighter stop if I decide to play the break of the fourth wave in the C. Might do both, I haven't decided yet. But as of right now, I have this as an A wave complete, looking for a B, and looking for a final 5-wave move down for our C wave within the Y. Now our 1-to-1 target of this W wave off the X, these aren't ideal for WXYs, but it's still there at 28.45 cents. Minimum requirement, 31.12 cents. So how I will target this is take the length of A off the E. Whenever it ends and we make new lows, target the 1-to-1. I'd like to see it at least past that 618. So we'll see where we pivot, and that will be my target zone. So say that's it there at 30.04 cents. We'll just say that for example. Get a 5-wave move down to there. This is my fourth within the C. I'd want to see a nice 5-wave move up, pull back, and that's my buy zone. If I want to get the highest position size I can, stop would go at that C wave low. And I'm targeting all-time highs. That's what I would do on the micro down at the 15-minute. I'd be watching for those waves, and you will see divergence on the 15-minute. If we get a clean 5-wave impulse, you will see divergence between that third and fifth on the 15-minute. So that would be your indication. All right, so we'll see if we get this final 5-wave within the C and complete somewhere between 31.12 cents and 28.45 cents, and we'll try and turn this into an impulse. But you can see it's a tough count. This is the best count I have so far. In validation of this count, and I'll make sure to update it. Nothing says this has to happen. This is just how I see us getting there to complete right now, right in all the zones we want. But if we break this E wave, then this is not accurate. And that E wave price is at 35.98 according to Binance. That's as high as we can come before this count is inaccurate, in which case I'd have to relabel this. Perhaps it becomes a different WXY where we get a zigzag for our W wave. Maybe the X wave is somewhere over here, and this ends up being a flat for a WXY. So a zigzag X and a flat 335. But that's if we break that E wave. I don't think we're quite there yet, but that would be my alternate count. In which case, if we make that move, I'd want to count this wave and see if there's 5 in there, right? Adjust as the price action comes in. But as of right now, this is my play. That's what I think is about to happen. Then we find a bottom. All right, guys, that's it for SEI. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.